Hi guys, it's Neil Baldock again, and just want to talk about why I am promoting HMO management for letting agents and property managers. Why do I think it's a good thing for us to have in our businesses? Well, basically, for me, it's a little bit like block management in that you have one site but with multiple tenants in it. So you're increasing the revenue of that one site that you're managing, rather than it being one rent, you've got 5 or 6 rents coming in. So the rent roll is increased. So the rent roll that you're collecting is a higher amount, and you are charging a percentage of that as your management fee. Therefore, you're bringing in more income. Secondly, it's one site to manage. So you might have 6 tenants, but you're only going to one site, one boiler, one heating system, etc, etc. So your travel costs are reduced. You've got 6 of your tenancies creating you more income, but only in one location with less appliances to manage than having 6 different houses, for instance. So that's really great. The other thing is it's quite a specialist field. There's not many agents out there who know how to do it or are willing to do it, and therefore you can charge more for it. So we typically charge 2 or 3% more at least to manage an HMO than we would a single let property. And that's quite right, because there's more work involved in it. There is more knowledge around legislation and regulations and licensing that go along with HMOs. So it's quite right that you should charge a higher than normal fee. And typically 12 to 15% is the average management fees for HMOs. And certainly anybody who's managing for less than that probably underestimated the work that was involved when they took it on. So, really, they're just good things to have in the business. They create a specialism. You can become a niche leader in that area, which is what we've done in Chelmsford and certainly across Essex. You can charge higher fees. The other thing about HMOs that we like is the fact that the type of landlord that invests in an HMO generally isn't a first-time landlord. You might find 1 or 2, but generally these are professional investors, and it's a much more of a commercial arrangement, a bit less emotion involved in it than some of the single lets. So you will find that, as I say, it won't be their first property. So by being that expert and that person in that niche and the person that's willing to manage that HMO for them, you're likely, as you develop the relationship with that client, to unearth some other properties that you can manage for them and some other opportunities that you can help them with. And that might not have happened if you were only managing the single lets. So, they really are good in terms of increasing fees, increasing your specialism, the type of client you end up attracting. Just a bit more on that in terms of the type of client we attract with them. Like I say, a lot of them, they're not the first time landlord. They may have other properties, but you're also finding, or certainly we're finding, that people are contacting us now who are actually property developers, and part of their commercial conversions they're looking at, they're considering whether to put some HMO space in there. So it's just attracting a different level and quality of client and attracting people to your agency because of your niche and your specialism in the HMO market. You're actually uncovering other opportunities of more property management and more potential property deals to be done. So that's really it. There's quite a few benefits to it. I think it's a great thing. I think if you become the market leader in that area, it's quite easy to create that, because there isn't a lot of choice of managing agents for HMOs at the moment. And if you want any more advice on it, just get in touch.